What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Rando Commando Show. You guys know the drill by now. We pick something random and we talk about it. I'm Jonesy, he's Ethanuel, and we managed to get our cameraman Thad on the show today. Yeah, buddy! So he's going to be joining us for an episode or two, so it's going to be absolutely fantastic. All right, guys, here we go. Today's topic. So today on the show, this is going to be a topic that was presented to us by Greg Peck. Thank you very much for that. It's going to be a real good one. He was saying, you know what you guys should do? You should talk about stuff that you think is overrated or maybe underrated. Just pick a topic like that. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to take a whole list of things and we're going to fire off what we think they are, overrated or underrated. It's going to be pretty fun. Ooh. Okay, Thad, if you want to read off the first thing on the list. And
bacon.
I feel like bacon's overrated, personally. Like, I like bacon, but I don't think it's to die for like a lot of people think.
Like, I'm a huge fan of bacon. I feel like it's overhyped as well. I think everybody's like, bacon goes good with everything. And it's like, yeah, to a degree, but like,
right.
You know, like, but then there's like, there's different types of bacon. So like for me, I can't get enough of honey maple bacon. If you're like, hey Ethan, here's honey maple bacon, I'd be like, where's the second plate coming? Like,
solid.
So it depends on the type of bacon, but for me, generally overall, bacon is overhyped. Not to say that it isn't not delicious. But it definitely is overhyped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's like, I love bacon to death, and I could eat it for every meal possible. But I think it's overrated in the sense that there are thousands of really cheesy t-shirts out there making bacon jokes.
Making bacon
or like
everything.
Bacon socks, which not saying I would totally wear a pair of bacon socks. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, it's like overhyped in the sense of companies have taken it and tried to turn it into something.
Like run it into the ground with it, yeah.
So, I'll always take a good plate of bacon, but
yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
Alright. Next thing is 3D.
Oh.
Overhyped.
Overrated.
Oh
like 100%.
I
For
mean,
me, overrated.
I've seen a few like really good 3D movies that like I come out of the theater and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so happy I saw that in 3Ds. But most movies, they like throw in one or two things that like fly at you and you're like, oh, well, that was a complete waste of my money. I should have just saw it in 2D.
Right, yeah.
Like, okay, the next one, coffee.
Oh. For me, 100% overrated.
Yeah.
But I don't drink coffee. Like, I had to drink coffee. I worked overnights at a job before, and so I had to drink it to stay awake. And I was just like, gosh, this stuff is terrible. Like, I put so much sugar and sweetener in it. I tried it black. I tried it the other ways. I've tried some of the frou-frou stuff. And I'm just like, gosh, I just don't like it.
Coffee's become from our typical morning drink to like tea in England kind of deal.
Right, yeah.
For me, I'm gonna get backlash from both of you here. It's underappreciated for me.
That's fair, because you drink it, right?
Right, and I drink
so,
it.
I mean,
but like, here's the thing. So like for me, like I like coffee. I don't go like overload with it. Like, so that I can see it's overhyped. Like for the general aspect of it, yes, it's definitely overhyped. But for me personally, it's underappreciated because I drink it, but I don't drink it that often to make it like super overhyped. So I enjoy my coffee when I drink it.
Right.
All right, next one, cool cars. Do you want me to start my rant now, or do you want me to do my rant a little later?
You might as well start now.
Now.
Okay. Let's start it off with a few models here that are overrated. Mustangs, Corvettes, Vipers, Chargers. Any of those are the most overrated sports cars you possibly can get. I used to be like a big Mustang lover until I started looking into some of the Mustangs when they have fake spoilers, fake air intakes that are just plastic molds, and it's not okay. It comes into a hobby kind of deal. It's really just an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
I would say for me in general, they are overhyped, but there are games that make you appreciate them a lot more. So like the games like Forza, Need for Speed, that types of games make you appreciate the cool cars and make you go, man, I wish I had one of those cars. But definitely, I definitely follow these guys this time and say, yeah, they're definitely overhyped.
Okay, next, Apple products. Jonesy, let me get some words in. Before you do your little rant. I know Apple products are not the most developed things, but it's not as moldable as Windows or Samsung can be. But I also have to appreciate the quality and simplicity that they put into their products. I feel like And maybe I'm just a sucker for that. I've always grown up as an Apple product guy. So was my dad. But I've owned Windows stuff and I've owned Apple stuff. And I just have to appreciate the quality and simplicity that Apple puts into their products.
Apple is overhyped, but they follow good on their overhypeness. Their apps that they do, their stuff that they can push out is definitely like, oh, come on, Apple, like we need an iPhone. We need the iPhone 10 when the iPhone 9 just came out. They're just too much money for their cost. I feel like that's a big thing.
That is true. They are very expensive.
They're very expensive, and they've got to hold up. If they don't hold up, they don't hold any value to me. So overhyped. Go ahead, Jones.
I'll make it brief. We used Apple products in school when I went to school for video editing, and they are really good for a lot of the higher end graphics work that people can use. Like they're really, really good at that. They are also really good at being consumer friendly. For me, I've used PCs for many, many years, and I'm used to going into the menus and finding things and customizing things and doing all that kind of stuff. And it's not too easy, but I'm used to going in and messing with settings. And since I can't really do that, I have to really hunt for it on the Mac. It's just it's so frustrating for me. It's not the end of the world, but I would much rather prefer a PC. And I do agree that I feel like we get so many different iPhones that are like, oh, the screen's 2 inches bigger. Let's release it again and charge twice as much for it, and people still buy it. And I'm just like, really? Is that really what you want? That's super dumb to me. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell.
I kind of figured that would be coming.
Right.
Okay, next one. Beards.
I forgot I put that one on there.
I don't know. I feel like I can always appreciate a good beard. I feel like nothing is more handsome than a lumberjack with a big bushy brown beard. That's just my opinion. But I also feel like they're overhyped a lot. Once again through t-shirts or websites or stuff. They're so overhyped. It's ridiculous.
You guys did your mini rants. Here's my mini rant about beards. Beards are definitely underappreciated, and here's why. You have your Ryan Clark beard, which is fantastic. You have your Duck Dynasty, their beards were fantastic. All of them had fantastic beards. Made me jealous. And so for me, personally, beards are underappreciated and underhyped. I feel like more people should have their big long, chest-length beards and be proud of them. Hey, if you're a single guy, grow out your facial hair. Get a nice, good beard. Nobody's gonna judge you for it. At least I won't. So I say you grow out your beard. That's my opinions on beards.
Here comes the flip side. I actually don't like beards. I think they're super overrated. I know, Ethan's like, you gotta kill me now. Here's the deal. As someone who has to shave all the time, I grow facial hair faster than most people. And so I have to shave a lot, and I really hate shaving. It's itchy. That's the thing that kills me the most, is it's itchy. I can't stand it. There are people that pull it off really well, I will admit, and if you like that, that's totally up to you. But me personally, I'm just no. I would much rather have a clean-shaven face. Well, guys, that is all the time that we've got for today. If you like this episode, or you have your own opinions, which I'm sure you probably do, leave it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you again, Thad, for being on the show. We're super excited to have you on. And we'll try to get him on some more episodes if we can do that. So yeah, it'll be really good. All right, guys, check us out on social media as well if you haven't. And be sure to follow us every week for brand new episodes. We are the Rando Commandos, and we will be signing off for today.
Whoop.